Good afternoon. As we go into a football Friday, here are your quick picks heading into a weekend that should be a lot of fun, and let's go ahead and get into them. I am going to go ahead and throw you a baseball game today. The St. Louis Cardinals are hosting the Padres, and this is a big game. They're fighting for the wild card. St. Louis has been hot. Padres have not. The Padres are sending Vincent Velasquez to the mound. Holy crikey, what are they doing? They're sending Vincent Velasquez to the mound, going up against Mikolas. The St. Louis Cardinals should win this game. It's only at a -120 on the money line. People still love the glitz and the glamour of the San Diego offense. And so St. Louis isn't getting the respect they should. St. Louis has played much better baseball. We like the Cardinals this evening. College football tomorrow. Here is your six-pack of tall boys. Michigan State and Miami. Michigan State, Miami, -56.5 on the over-under. I'm taking the under. There's a lot of reasons. Looking at the games that have already been played this year, Miami likes to pass. Michigan State's been pretty good against the pass. Also, Michigan State, even though they've put up a lot of points the first couple of games, they still love to run the ball. They've only averaged about 25, 26 passes per game. They're going to find it harder to run the ball against that Miami front seven than they did against Northwestern. Michigan State should struggle to score early on, and by the time the dust settles, you're going to have to cover that 56.5 to get it over that. You're going to have more than 8 touchdowns scored. That's a lot of touchdowns on an early kickoff. Okay, Alabama, Florida, the over-under 60.5. This one we actually like to go over because Alabama should be able to score at will against that Florida defense, and the Gators should be able to put up some points as well. It's 60.5. I'm surprised this isn't closer to the 73 range. So we like the Alabama Crimson Tide and Florida Gator game at 3:30 Eastern on CBS to go well over the 60.5. Iowa is at home in Iowa City. They're taking on the Kent State. Kent State defense will not be able to slow down Iowa's running game. That's for sure. And Iowa should be able to score at will. They should pound them and win pretty heavily. But what I like in this is that the over team total is 40 points. 40 points. And I think Iowa definitely gets the over in that. So we like Iowa. Heading to the NFL here on week number 2 in the National Football League. And we all know that you can't overreact to the first week, but you can't underreact as you go into week 2. New Orleans versus Carolina. This offense looks different for Jameis and company. That number is lower because they're going off what Vegas always does the first few weeks. They go off of what you did last year. Carolina's got a brand new quarterback. The Saints have a brand new quarterback. They should put up some big time points. And when you look at the fact that the Saints scored 38 points against the Green Bay Packers heading into week number 2, they should at least hang 31 or so on the Panthers. And I think the Panthers will be able to score pretty easily as well, as you didn't really get tested in week 1. The Packers kind of looked like they came out as duds. But in week 2, Sam Darnold will make enough plays to get you across that 44.5 point threshold to take the over there. The Bears are a 2-point favorite, just a 2-point favorite at home against the Cincinnati Bengals. This line was much different a few weeks ago. It changed because the public perception. Cincinnati gets a big win at home against Minnesota. The Bears struggle on the road on Sunday Night Football. The team that loses on Sunday Night Football always has an overcorrection. Take the Bears, take advantage of it. It's only a 2-point spread. So you're pretty much grabbing the money line on a team that's at home and should be able to move the ball pretty easily against Cincinnati. And then the Bills, their team total is 24.5. They scored 31 in Miami last year. They scored 56 in their second meeting last year. These two teams, this is a bit of an overcorrection because of the fact that the Bills offense struggled in week 1 against the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. They will not have that issue against the Dolphins. The Dolphins, though a solid defense, you should see a lot of points scored. And so we're taking the 24.5. That'll do us for today on Football Friday. Remember, Saturday mornings, Dixie Football Nation kicks off at 8:30 Eastern AM. We run till about 10 Eastern AM. And then on Sundays, we do 10 a.m. Eastern to noon. We get you ready for fantasy football. And then on both shows, obviously, we dive into the spreads. We make our locks. Our locks will be on the shows tomorrow. And we will also be talking fantasy football year long, the DFS, and then, of course, any kind of advice you need as far as stardom, situms. And if you want trades, throw them into the comments. You can also DM us on our Facebook page and our Twitter page, Armchair Quarterbacks. Find us on Facebook and Twitter. Mid-afternoon tomorrow, I usually cut it off. So around, we'll say around 5, 6 o'clock Eastern on Facebook and Twitter, I kind of cut them off. And then if you have a question at that point, just go ahead and jump on the live on Sunday, and we'll get you up there first. Anyone that comments, they get their questions answered first. So there you have that. We'll see you next Football Friday. We'll see you tomorrow. Dixie Football Nation, give you the college spread you want, and we'll see you Sunday for the handicappers. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and please share us today.